Yes, we have in this place this situation where we're asking and requesting aid. We're looking for aid, but we're looking for the wrong aid. We need to get aid that will result in pushing the country forward. And this is the aid I'm asking for. Because all these decades I've been alive, I'm seeing as if we're asking for the wrong aid. The best aid I've seen is the aid that we get from Cuba, where they train in the doctors and the engineer. Apart from that, a lot of them aids I see the use for them to be continually repeating themselves like that. So I'm making a suggestion as to what aid we need. We need aid to train some serious computer programmers, computer engineers. We need aid so that we can have a building, a compound. Just like you have that government compound in the waterfront, we need a compound where we're going to house the computer programmers and the computer engineers. And from there, we're going to be looking for contracts from different companies all across the world to write programs for the products that they're developing, for banks and different institutions. St. Lucia will have that place where we will be writing programs to advance their causes. Irrigation or whatever it is that you're in. Hospitals. St. Lucia will be the hub for developing programs for companies and governments and institutions. That is what we want. And that is what I'm proposing. And that is the kind of aid we need. And that's my idea. And I never heard any one of you all talk about in this thing. I don't want no politician to take that idea and make believe that this is theirs. We need a compound just for computer programming and computer engineering. We need these people trained to do that. We need the buildings for that, and we want the place to be fenced. Okay? And we're going to create a company. Okay? The company is owned by the people of St. Lucia. And the company will be responsible for handling all the contracts from governments and from big companies and all of that. But the work will be done in St. Lucia by computer engineers and computer scientists that we have. That's the kind of aid we need. We don't need aid to make for Taiwanese to come here and show us how to plant watermelon. They have this thing called the 7-crop program or whatever, 7 crops. The thing is, we have experts from St. Lucia, experts in agriculture. And long ago, these men were directing us as to what to do. These men produce reports year after year. They were writing reports. And when they send these reports to the governments, to successive governments, they would just put that on a shelf and nobody would act upon it. It is something in this country where you will go to school with the white people. You'll go to school with Chinese, all of those people, and you'll do extremely well. And these same people that you went to school with, that you beat them in everything, they will come to St. Lucia, apply for something, and they will get the contract before you. And you, that's the St. Lucian, you will not get it. There is a slave mentality among those people. And the higher they go, it is almost like the slave mentality get more concentrated in them. That is what we have here. But I'm saying that we do not need them kind of aid for people to come here and show us how to plant watermelon. There are people that could do that for us. The thing is, this is a dead hero society. Is when we dead, that's when they honor we. They do not really want to listen to their local people. There are different agronomists, soil scientist people in this country. They are here. You all don't want to hear nothing they had to say. Some of them are retired. You all never wanted to hear what they had to say. And you all bring in a situation here for Taiwan to help you all plant 7 crops. That's the best aid you all can get from Taiwan. Taiwan is the biggest producer of chips, computer chips in the world. Taiwan producing about half the amount of computer chips that the world need. Why is it that our governments don't find it fitting to allow our people to go and train in terms of how to make computer chips and how to program them? Why is watermelons and things like that we want we want them to come and show us how to do. That's not what we want. We don't need them kind of aid. We want help in things we cannot do for ourselves. We have people, Mr. Harrell was working in the Ministry of Agriculture. Mr. Harrell could have done that for you. You have soil scientists like Polius. Polius could have done that for you all. There are other agronomists in the country. I am a soil scientist. I could have done that for you all. But no. The best idea the government have is to call Taiwanese people to show them how to plant watermelons and crops. Things that we have been doing. There is a farmer that could have done that for you all. Mr. Albert. Mr. Albert from Babono could have done that project for you all. You have these people like, what's that man's name? People like Henry from Babono. You have people like Mr. Marcus. Mr. Marcus from PI side. Mr. Marcus could have done that for you all. But you're going all the way to Taiwan for Taiwan to show you all how to plant watermelons. That's not the kind of aid we need from Taiwan. Taiwan need to give us the technical knowledge. That's the kind of things we need to beg. The technical knowledge as to how to make computer chips. These are the kind of way we want to go. We don't want them kind of things. I can show you how to grow watermelons. We don't need that. We need technical things that we do not know. That's what aid. That's the kind of aid we want. And when our ministers go overseas and looking for aid, that's what we want. Okay? Honorable Alva Baptiste. That's what we want. And when you all hear me talk about Honorable Baptiste, don't try to make it look like I'm attacking the man or his party. Honorable Alva Francis is my friend. Okay? So these are the kind of aid that we want in the country. Things that we can do for ourselves. We want technical things that will push us forward. We don't want man to come and show us how to plant watermelon. Okay? And again, the other thing I'm proposing, we want to start our own spying agency. And we're not going to spy on our own people. Because we have seen cases in this country, it appears as if government people are using the resources of the country, okay, to exact revenge on their opponents. We're going to start a spy agency to protect our country from foreigners who will come here and steal our information. Okay? We need to protect our country. The police force is not enough. We need a spy agency in this country. We need to have our own spy agency. That's the kind of things that we want to do. We need technical knowledge and technical training to do those things. And we need to join with the other Caribbean countries to have our own space satellite so that we can monitor our oceans, we can monitor our vegetation, we can monitor our crops. We have to be careful of the technical knowledge that we get from people. A guy who was into bee production told me that there were some fellas who came from a foreign country who came here to talk to them about honey production. And they noticed that when them fellas left, they started having these problems with the mite, where they start losing a lot of their bees. So there's this kind of espionage that happens. It used to happen to Cuba too. When a long time ago, I was probably around 11 years, and I was reading about that in a magazine where the sugarcane was being targeted in Cuba. People do that when they find that to affect your crops so that they can make money on the world market. So people, we need to get the appropriate aid that we want. We do not want people to come and show us how to plant watermelons. We do not want people to come and show us nothing about bananas. We have enough technical people to come and show us how these things. We want technical knowledge, technical on things that we do not know of. Keep the fire burning.